early to make sure everything is good. Visually looks fine. Do we have audio? Do indeed we have audio? Yes. I forgot to load up the Halloween Rising walkthrough. I will do that while this is loading up. Nothing really new here, just more summoning campaigns, new master missions because I've not logged on today. Speaking of master missions though, you can claim the other two from last week. I guess there is something going on. What news did I miss out on? No, new info story clears support, part 1. Follow function is now up to part 2, chapter 6. Followers will be expanded to 5. Leyline stones are back. Not really any use for me. New story clear missions have been added in. So, cool. Just some more swag then. Cool, I'll take more swag. I did not mean to press that though. Aw, Liz deserves to be able to have fun if she wants to, Mash. Yeah, we'll go ahead and claim all of these. Just looks like a bunch of foes. Yeah, a bunch of foes, as well as a beast footprint, lore, and quartz. I will gladly take a dozen quartz for doing nothing except for the main story. We'll claim the daily login stuff. More login stuff. There we go. That'll be good for now. And then before I continue with the proper event, I'm going to really quickly jump here, because for some reason this has 2 days left, but only 5 hours left on the epilogue in this, so yeah, I'm not really sure what that's all about. I'm going to start off by picking the original CinderElli-chan. I'm pretty sure this just adds her, but I did go through, obviously, the whole thing. It didn't look like there was much, just some color commentary about the previous events. Nothing super stupendous. Did get some blushes out of the various Lizzes, though. And there is some implication that our memories were stolen as well, so I'm sure that is what the epilogue is about, because it kind of already wrapped up everything before the epilogue, so I figured may as well do the epilogue on stream and then everything else. Excuse me. Oh, Liz isn't causing too much trouble. Only candidate? Ooh, good elbow pop. But yeah, we'll put her in the second archive as soon as we get all the other copies of her. Yep, permanently been added. We will never get another CinderElli-chan Mark II. But let's see what this epilogue is all about, and then we can continue with the actual event. I might, at the end of today's stream, do some leveling up. I think I've got enough resources to get at least Tamamo, and maybe even CinderElli up there. Sometime later. To be perfectly clear, I had no part in this, understand? Oh right, Moriarty. We were gonna go and track him down, see if he knew anything about our memory loss. Really now? You know, if you fess up now and say how you only had Master's best interests at heart, the Caster servants will probably let you off with just a minor curse that makes you throw out your back more often. Please, not that. As funny as throwing one's back out may sound, I assure you the experience is dreadfully painful. Do you know that in Europe it's referred to as the witch's shot? What I wouldn't give to see my younger self here. Then I could transfer my mind to his body and be done with all these aging woes. At any rate, all that aside, I truthfully have no knowledge of any of this. However, even in my ignorance, I can make an educated guess. Then tell us, Professor, what does the person who erased Master's Halloween memories want? What could one have to gain by erasing memories of Halloween other than lowering interest in Halloween in general. Okay, fair enough. Would be the point, though? Well, for one thing, there could be a singularity that stands to benefit from possessing memories of Halloween. I see. That makes sense. If that's true, we may be dealing with a new Halloween singularity. Still, whatever the one behind this was planning, we can assume it failed now that Master has regained his memories. I'm not so sure. It could very well be that the efforts we undertook to restore Master's memories were all part of the plan. With the ultimate goal of reviving these half-forgotten Halloween so they would leave an even stronger impression. Meaning? My suspicion is that whoever is behind this wants to create a new Halloween much like those that came before. Wants us to deal with it in the same manner. The more familiar we are with a pattern, the more likely we are to grow complacent with it. Are you familiar with Heinrich's law? Even if we think we're being careful, there is no guarantee we won't stumble into a hole we've been careful to avoid before. Fair. I do apologize. I didn't mean to scare you. Let me just say this. Be ready for Halloween, Master. I suspect something wonderful is going to happen. I don't know why my laptop search bar just popped up with an article about the Pyramid of Giza. Something wonderful, huh? Interesting deduction, Mori. And okay, so yeah, this is definitely meant to be completed before, because then we would get a peek of CinderElli. Phew. All this cleaning is hard work. I wish I could call it quits, but I know I need to keep going. I'm still just in my chrysalis. I'm not ready to become a bright shining star just yet. Still, everything else is in place. Alright, fairy godfather. Hurry up and find me already. I can't wait for you to get here. Okay, so that's a nice little epilogue. It's meant to be a foreshadow to what the next one would be, but we already knew. Because, well, we started the new one before we finished the trilogy, and we have clairvoyance. But yeah, let's now continue with the Halloween event proper. So, I have very clearly done a lot of farming, and I mean a lot of farming. We're in the monuments and pieces phase now, and then it's going to be the other Ellie-chan, the other Ellies, and then their coins, and then the CEs. We've got a lot of farming still to do, though. But before we do that, we do have a fairy tale quest listed as the next thing in the docket. So, fairy tale should be, yes, Hanasaka G. And, yeah. So, I don't think it really matters what or who we bring. I do want to bring somebody that I am friends with at least. I'm streaming, you know this. And I think it messed up my audio. Fantastic. It crashed FGO. Fantastic. Told them all I'm gonna be streaming at 7. Do you people listen to me? Feels like not really. Okay, let's try this again. Alright, so we ideally would like a Castoria. No Castoria is readily available. Let's just see. Urganok, you probably have a Castoria in some capacity in the caster slot. You do. We'll just take this Castoria. This is the team I've been using essentially to farm the 5-star currency node here. Given that it is a Seba, it's not going to be as ideal if I double Scottied this, but we'll just keep the party for composition mostly the same here. And go with Hachan. And we get a drink. But no idea what this fairy tale is about, so we'll find out by Google. Hanasaka G, I think is what it was called. Flowers for dead trees. That's not good. Immune to MP seal, immune to incapacitate, but increase it. Okay. Decreases MP damage, so that could be good. I want... Yagyu is single target, so... I don't remember if he has Pierce Invincibility, but... There! Now we don't need to worry about Pierce Invincibility. Let's lower the support Castoria's Star Gather rate. And this should be enough to punch through the first bar. The old man who made the dead trees blossom is the fairy tale. It's a folk tale. Dog traveled a couple of their dog one day to the garden and found a box full of coins. A neighbor thought the dog must have the ability to find treasure and managed to borrow the dog. When it dug in his garden, there were only bones, so he killed the dog in rage. He told the couple that the dog just dropped dead. They grieved and buried it under their fig tree where they had found the treasure. One night, the dog's master dreamed that the dog told him to chop down the tree and make a mortar from it. He told his wife... What just happened? An attack down. Flowers for dead trees. Full charge. Okay. That could be troublesome. But we've got a full charge. I think we're going to be fine. And just to be safe. He told his wife, who said that they must do as the dog asked. When they did, the rice put into the mortar turned into gold. The neighbor borrowed it, but the rice turned to foul-smelling berries, so he and his wife smashed and burned the mortar. That night, in a dream, the dog told his master to take the ashes and sprinkle them onto certain cherry trees. When he did, the cherry trees came into bloom, and the daimyo, passing by, marveled and gave them many gifts. The neighbor tried to do the same, but the ashes blew into the daimyo's eyes, so he threw him into prison. When he was let out, his village was not let him live there anymore, and he could not, with his wicked ways, find a new home. So, in other words, it's, do not covet what your neighbor possesses, and if your neighbor somehow magically gets stuff and you don't, you probably shouldn't kill the means of their success. Summarize. We're summarizing here. Alright, but that is that. The next thing it wants me to do is the story itself. Because, yeah, no new fairy tale quests are available here. So, yeah, we'll do Section 7 next. Marchen Breaker. This does not look to have any drops. Delicious H2O. Whoa, that's Technicolor. Kind of eye-hurting color. Oh, my 7 hottie. Okay, my 7 hotties, let's do this thing. Ellie, Ellie. Ellie, Ellie. Just to be abundantly clear, you all understand I won't be saying that, yes? I know I let it slip out before, but that was a one-time thing. Now, let's go and take down the big soul before he can finish becoming my god. And now the Holy Grail while we're at it. Just be careful when you defeat me, okay? Don't you worry. You can trust me, Zenobia, and my 7 hotties. You meant to leave me out, didn't you? Well, that's okay. I'll still give it my all anyway. Oh, shut up and let's get to the fighting already. That evil god ain't gonna kick its own ass. Ooh la la. On ya va. There you are, other puppy. Dark young of Shub. Ouch, my poor ears. Oh, puppy, you must be so anxious and scared. Hot damn. Man, that thing really is big, huh? It's huge, and its roars all the ferocity of a sandstorm. This battle may be more difficult than I anticipated. Not a problem. I've slain Oni bigger than this. Well, that's encouraging. I have some experience with large monsters myself, so I'm certain we can figure out a way to fell this in too. I wish I could share your optimism. No, you're right. We'll just have to do the best we can. I'll join you as well. To battle, then. To battle. To battle. Looks like it's anybody goes. Outlaw surely has a Castoria as well. Somewhere. Yeah, everybody's got Castoria. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Let's give Achan a shot to kick my own butt. Bit weird to say, but yeah, Achan deserves it. She's number 3 in the waifu listing, I would say. Nash is, of course, 1, Melt is 2, and Achan is number 3. Whoa. Interesting design. Does have a buff. Yeah, that's an interesting looking design. Ever after, gain resistance to damage from motion-esque enemy attacks, ignore sure hit, reduce attack damage taken to 0, remove debuffs at the end of each turn, and increase charge by 1 each turn. Are we Martian enemies? We are! Well, I don't think there's any point in trying here. Elizabeth's song echoes. We're strong, clearly. We are very clearly very strong. Okay. Didn't need to actually win that battle. I was waiting for the other shoe to drop there, but there was no other shoe other than completion already. Good old gimmicks indeed, Chaotic Vice, indeed. And welcome to the stream, by the way. How be things? How be things? Gotta love the gimmicks. Alright. Next one, Martian Break. I don't even know. You know, what is I never looked it up. Martian. What does that mean? Fairy tale. It's literally fairy tale. So we're being buffed by the fact that it's fairy tales, and this thing is an anti-fairy tale creature. We become anti-fairy tale. Lovely stuff. Huh. That's strange. I don't think I'm having any effect. Hey, princess, you're singing and doing shit. Don't look at me. I don't know why either. What do we do now, puppy? Why isn't my singing working on you? How should I? Well, you know, we're probably immune to your singing. I heard that, Malay. You just realized something, didn't you? If you're holding out on us, you better come clean right the hell now. I just have a guess. Well, okay. More of a wild idea, really. Like I told you the other day, this is a fairy tale world. So far, your actions have been in line with the conventions you'd expect in a setting like that. But the Holy Mother of the Abyss, she comes from a whole other dimension, almost like an entirely different genre than this world was before. There's a well-known plot device that describes her too. Essentially, she's a deus ex machina, a god who comes out of nowhere to bring a story to an end. And in a world based on stories, there's nothing to triumph over the idea of an ending. But that doesn't mean we have a way to fight back. We just have to end the story first. Or, you know, do an epilogue. Or sequel. And to that, we need to mess it up as much as we possibly can. How do we mess up the story? That's right, we need to make as much merdi as we can. The Holy Mother of the Abyss I summoned was born from fairy tale elements, which means exposing it to other genres should weaken it. So we need to bring this story to a close in the craziest way possible if we're going to get rid of its fairy tale nature. So we need to be a Deus Ex Machina, essentially. And to do that, we'll need to act in ways that you would never expect to see in fairy tales. What that means is, the best way to destroy a world of fairy tales is by acting in ways no fairy tale character would. Well, you know, most traditional fairy tales don't necessarily have good endings. Mole, just saying, you know, you ever heard of the original Little Mermaid? Just saying. On the flip side, following fairy tale conventions, even unintentionally, could end up with the Holy Mother swallowing you whole. Okay, that's all the advice I got. Wait, no, one more thing. Until we rid this world of its fairy tale-esque qualities, the only thing your princess's songs will be good for is morale. So what you're saying is, we should not do anything that could be seen as reenacting a story, even on what we're familiar with. Oi, reenactments are the worst thing we can do right now. I get it. Well, no, I don't get it, but I get it. I'll just keep up my elegant singing and dancing until I've made that goat head surrender its holy grail. Whoa, whoa, you don't got it at all. Why do you say that? Well, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but Mademoiselle Elizabeth Bathory, I'm afraid your time as Cinderella has come to an end. Huh? But what are you saying? You mean I have to graduate from being Cinderella? Being a princess? Is that it? Ellie. Aw. I can't believe it. Musicals are even better fit for my idolhood than anything else I've discovered. They were a perfect match. I was so sure this was my ultimate form, the one that let me perform the best song ever. And now I have to say goodbye to it? I can't believe it. Ridiculous. Huh? What are you talking about? This is a matter of life and death for me. I'm having a serious identity crisis. That is exactly what is ridiculous. Listen to me. I'm the Queen of Palmyra. Behold what became of me after I lost to Rome, clad in golden chains and forced to wear this tattered outfit. No doubt some would claim I was utterly defeated. Others may think of me a slave. But I'm a queen. None of that changes this single fact. Only you define what you are. No one else can do so, but by your leave. What you wear does not change who you are. My existence as a servant is proof of that. So I ask you now, what are you, Elizabeth Bathory? What is it you are going to do here? Good question. Ellie, I'm sorry. I don't like ruining Ellie's dreams. You know, Ellie's fun. This is actually kind of serious for a Halloween event. Ellie doesn't deserve to have serious, depressing Halloween events. She deserves fun. Don't feel bad, Pumpkin. I mean, Puppy. Halloween is supposed to be fun, right? And it's not going to be any fun at all while you're stuck looking like that. So if I have to give up musicals and being Cinderella to change you back, that's fine with me. Yeah, that's right. There's no reason for me to be this hung up on that. I leveled stories and fairy tales, but it's not like I can't do anything without them. What I used to be doesn't matter anyway. The spirit origin is all I need to be the greatest idol ever, just like I long since decided to be. That's it, Elizabeth. It doesn't matter how you are dressed. You and only you decide what you are. Yeah, you're so right. Well, she's glowing. I didn't know idols literally glowed. Sorry, Puppy, but I'm gonna kick the other you's ass. Go for it, Ellie. Oops, I mean, I'm gonna kick your ass. Still singing. What happened to not getting hung up on musical shit anymore? I'm not. This is me putting both musicals and Cinderella behind me. This will be my swan song for both. Zenobia, 7 hotties. Will you lend me your strength? You may use my queenly power as you see fit. Use it to restore peace to my land once and for all. Ellie, Ellie. And hit it. I do hope we get support Ellie. Please tell me we get the story support Ellie. No! I wanted story support Ellie. Because my Ellie's not leveled up. I wanted story support Ellie. It would be so thematically appropriate. So thematically appropriate. But no, the game doesn't want to give me what I want. Fine, if the game won't give me what I want, I'll just do it myself. Achan, I'm gonna swap you out for Melt here, because neutral damage dealt to Melt is probably not a bad thing. And Melt will get a scope. The Collider variety. Okay. This should be not overkill at all. Not overkill at all. CinderElli's final tour. We now ignore invincibility. Praise at the edge of the starry abyss. That's a lot of damage buffs. That's a lot of defensive buffs, is what I meant to say. I have no idea how big those damage buffs are. I need to take it slow for a minute. That's some pretty intense defense buffs. I need a Castoria NP, like, yesterday? Honestly, Castoria and Scotty NPs would be very useful here. Especially since after next turn he gets an NP. I get an NP, rather. Oh, hello. Okay. That might just turn the tides this. Still gained a full charge, so what we want to do is this to boost Castoria to 100. And then we want to do this into this into that. We don't need the stars just yet. We do that. And that'll be good for now. Doot, doot, doot. I could have done Castoria second, but that wouldn't be fair to Melt. At the very least, this will protect us from whatever the NP is about to be. Given that it crits as an AoE, I'm worried that it's going to be an AoE NP. I tried it out, but I did. Overgauge, good. Melt is just melting me. Which isn't words of prosperity. Guts and attack, invitation to depravity, sleep. Okay, that's not good. The sleep is not good. And I got a guts. And a low chance to inflict death with normal attacks 1. And 3 guts. Okay, that's not good. Get some evasion in yourself there, Melt. Roar of the Abyss for a defense debuff. There goes Castoria's sleep. No! Oh, Castoria dying was the worst case scenario. An attack buff is good. Stars will be fine. This for more stars per turn will be fine. Okay. Do. I'm still alive. So them just guts. Melt is no longer evading, so let's get an invincibility on her. And I think I've got it. We should have 2 guts left. 2 becomes 1. one becomes none. And none becomes done. Okay. There we go. Melt kicked our butt. Which, you know, I'm totally for. So that's why I used Melt, because of all of my waifu candidates, Melt is the most likely one I would be fine with, you know, kicking my ass. No shame. But this is Act 3. Or the final part. Ha! Final part of this act. I'm gonna give this one everything I've got. They're doing it. They're beating me. There, he's on his knees. His magical energy has dropped like a stone, too. Now's our chance to rip the Holy Grail out of him. Elizabeth. You got it. Leave it to me. What is it I need to do again? Ellie! Ha! You're stopping now. The hell are you doing? You never cease to entertain, mademoiselle. I'll say she is something else. Calm down, Ellie. You already know the answer. I think. It had something to do with fairy tales. You have to do something nobody would ever do in a fairy tale. Alright, that's it. That's exactly it. I need to do something no one in a fairy tale would ever even try. Never, ever. Something nobody would ever do in a fairy tale. So, what would that be, puppy? I can't think of anything. Ooh. Non-skippable dialogue. So the obvious right answer here is 1. I'm curious though, and I want to see what her reaction would be. I want to see, because this could be a determining factor on where Ellie places in the updated waifu rankings at the end of the year. A kiss, huh? Got it. You're right. Everyone thinks of kissing when they think of princess. Way to go, puppy. She's all for it. But wait, Elizabeth, let's think about this. A princess and a temporary prince sharing a kiss. That's about as fairy tale as it gets. A kiss, huh? Yeah, it's just a kiss. No big deal or anything. Some idols do it by making star in movies. Plus, I'm a musical idol now. Even this is my farewell show. What's a first kiss or two compared to that? Okay, I'll do it. I mean, she's all for it, so that's interesting to know. Something happened. Can't believe that actually worked. A princess kissing a prince? But why did it work even though Soul wasn't a real prince? No way. Did somebody somehow force this whole deal to function like a fairy tale with Elizabeth at its center? But who could have done something like... What's going on? This entire space is twisting apart. The abyss. Something's coming from the abyss. Are you the Holy Mother of the Abyss? As the world around them fell apart, Elizabeth was the only one to be confused. Molly could only stand there, dumbfounded as it appeared before her. That looks like a multi-headed dragon. It was certainly great, it was certainly to be feared. But something was wrong. This wasn't the Holy Mother she had in mind. I'm welcome, but I have to ask, who are you? Though she whispered, Molly's voice echoed throughout the room. She would have liked to ask more questions. Sadly, there was little time left with which to do so. The space around them collapsed, their minds unraveled. And then... bad ending. You awaken a short time in the past. Remember Molly's advice and challenge the main quest again. Do something as unfairy tale as possible. Yeah, I know. So interesting though. There is something. Give me a headbutt. A headbutt? Okay, I will. Do it on 3. Got it. 1, 2, 3. Another. Bam! Just love the idea of being headbutted. What destroyed the mask? That's it. The goat mask is starting to crack. The mask is the key. That's where the Holy Mother of the Abyss's power resides. It's a fairy tale holding the singularity together. I don't feel like that Shub is the one in charge here. Okay then, time to finish this with a dose of point-blank love. What's happening? It's going to all the fairy tale things and erasing them, perhaps. So only Castle Sajet will be left behind. Perhaps? You feel that? It's over. Yep, our work here is done. The singularity is disappearing. Look, there's a ball of high-density magical energy there. Ellie, get the grail. Of course, puppy. After all the singing and dancing I've done, you better believe I earned a trophy. And she's back to normal. I guess my magic is gone. Just kidding. An idol like me never loses her magic. Disagree and we'll have a bloodbath on our hands. Ellie. Elizabeth Bathory, Soul. To be honest, when I first met you two, I thought you were simply a couple of wandering fools making a mess of my homeland. Well, you weren't. I can't say I blame you. It remained my opinion of you even after I knew you were not to be blamed for this disturbance. But it's changed. At least a bit. Only a bit, so she still mostly thinks of them as fools then. I mean, same, so that checks out. You clearly enjoyed singing and dancing greatly, and you were obviously proud of your glamorous attire. Yet you willingly gave them all up? You remained true to yourself, regardless of the cost. You are a brave woman, Elizabeth. I don't know the story of Cinderella very well, but I do know that you are without a doubt the greatest songstress I have met. You sang and danced as you pleased, and in the end you gave it all up to save my homeland. So as the Queen of Palmyra, you have my deepest gratitude. Thank you, Princess Elizabeth Bathory. Aww. She's embarrassed. Go on, Ellie, say something back to your fan. Okay. Zenobia? Yes. I don't know when it happened, but I guess you're totally a fan of mine now. So, okay, next time we meet, I'll have my autograph pen ready. I'll even throw a high touch, just this once. Me a fan of yours, Yes, perhaps I am. History may remember me as a warrior queen, but I am also a patron of the arts. And I know how hard it is to find a skilled performer. If we ever have the chance, I would love for you to come to my palace and entertain my court. So, like, you want me to be your official court idol? I like the sound of that. Okay, but never mind, just your court. If I go, I'm gonna make all your subjects fall head over heels for me. You're welcome to try. It'll take more than a skilled performance to sway my people. Oh, there's one last thing I wish to say before I go. An advisory of sorts, if you will. I think your Cinderella outfit may be a bit too revealing, especially around your legs and torso. It would be much cuter if you just covered up more in the future. You're lecturing me on showing too much skin? I am, yes. Regardless of what you may choose to wear, I would be glad to hear you sing again the next time we meet. Seems our time has come as well. Thank you for your help. We could not have done this without you. If we're all summoned together again, we'll definitely attend your next concert too. So I guess this means letting you summon us will be the same as agreeing to shout, "Hey, Ellie!" Yet again, huh? Sounds like fun. Hey, Mordred became a fan in the end. Well, if we're gonna cheer for at her concert, we may as well go all the way. I'm talking t-shirt, headbands, glow sticks, the works. He wants to refuse. Thanks, Shoto's idea is the same thing as warriors matching the color of their armor and clothes. Strange himself, he'll find a way to bring searchers along if he gets something extra. Oh, that's good. Sounds good to me. I'll chime in with my cannon. Absolutely not. Man, this is nice. Everyone's smiling and laughing and shit. Happy endings are the frickin' best. At any rate, know that I look forward to the day I hear you sing once more. Elizabeth, Cinderella. And I can't wait to sing for you again. If you ever show up in Chaldea, I'll make sure to save front row seats for all of you. I will hold you to that. Very well then, until we meet again. I do love how... I'm pretty sure I've said it before, but I love the amount of character development Liz has gone through, just as a whole, throughout all of Type Moon's works. Liz has gone through, like, some of the most character development. I want to say she has, like, some of the most screen time, or lines at least, of most Fate characters. Also, we didn't have any parting lines from Molay there. She's gonna show up randomly at Chaldea as per the plot, whereas we have to actually summon her otherwise. Thankfully, we did summon her, so. Alright, the epilogue. Getting close to the end point of this stream here. It looks like there is going to be 3 fairy tale quests as well as a challenge quest. Welcome back, Senpai. Well, you could tell from here that the minute singularity is all repaired. Great job, Soul. I'm just sorry we weren't able to stay in contact and that we messed up with the servants we sent to accompany you. Was that your doing too, Molay? Oh, probably. Huh? When I tweaked the singularity to make it fairy tale themed, I also made some adjustments to make it easier to summon my Dark Mother Goddess, so... Huh? I'm sorry, I'm Molay, by the way. Molay, as in the heroic spirit Jacques de Molay? So how'd you come to this Chaldea, Molay? I thought I'd come back with Puppy, since we're both headed here anyway. But what are you doing here? Oh, me? Well, see, I sort of forgot to tell you something, so I kinda just tagged along. Don't worry, I'll keep it brief and then head back to the throne. I don't have a Holy Grail or a Singularity anymore, so... Wait, what did you forget to tell us? Yeah, that reminds me of something I wanted to ask. Who was the prince, anyway? That's it. That's what I wanted to tell you. See, I ran into him while Zenobia and the 7 hotties were vanishing, and he filled me in on what I'd missed. Anyway, it sounds like you unwittingly rejected the Prince, Ellie. Huh? I can't imagine ever doing that. I mean, Prince Charming is like the staple in fairy tales. I know, which is why I think it's probably because of the role I chose to play. So I'm guessing he wasn't a handsome prince then. No way, I'm not that Shadow. Looks are just one factor in evaluating a potential partner. I mean, different people certainly have different tastes, but just being a prince is a huge advantage. There's a lot of servants who would make good princes. Me too, including a number of female ones. Alright, so who'd you go with anyway? Here, I'll show you. Coming out, Mr. Prince. Understood. That cool, gravelly voice, don't tell me it's... You don't mean it's... Li Shuwen. Hello. I knew it. Ellie! What? He seems plenty qualified to be a prince to me. I'm sorry, I won't deny he's handsome, but he's just too old to be a prince. A king I could understand, but a prince? No way. I can't argue with that. So instead of breaking off the engagement, you'd rather lecture the prince who broke it off instead, That does sound like Li Shuwen, huh? While we're on the subject, I could only think of her as a granddaughter, too. Fairy tales and romance haven't ever been a part of my life. Hey, whoever picked him as my prince to begin with? Does this mean I subconsciously think of much older men as princes? No, that can't be it. I'm looking at him right now, and he just doesn't seem like a prince to me at all. Just a guess, but did you happen to run into him right before going to the Singularity? What should I do for this year's Halloween? That's right, it's almost Halloween, isn't it? I'll have to stock up on candy then. Thank you. No problem. I don't know what that was all about, but I guess I just racked up some good karma. Feels good to do good. That's weird. Feels like someone's calling me somewhere. So just because that was the last encounter, that's great. And the next thing you knew, you were in the singularity. Are you kidding me? Hey, it doesn't take much to accidentally cast someone you know in a dream, right? And the Palmyra singularity was basically no different from a dream. I can't tell if that's really profound or not. I can't either. I suppose it's true in a sense that it wasn't ordinary reality, but... See, you guys do get it. Oh, looks like my time is up. Well, it's not like I formed any positive bonds with you guys, so I guess we'll never see each other again. See you around then, Mole. Oh? Interesting. Oh, that's not sarcasm, by the way. I mean it. Well, you know, I'm a twisted heretic who puts the innocent in innocent monster now. But if you're sure you can handle that, then I'm sure we'll meet again someday. If you should happen to summon me, I'll do my best to become your shield and protect you from all kinds of harm. Shield? Did you just say shield? I think my chances are pretty good. Okay, au revoir. She's definitely gonna get up to more hijinks if she's summoned. Definitely. She's in the Chaldea already, though. Well, at least I've got yet another me variant thanks to this fairy tale singularity now. So I guess all well that ends, Ellie. Besides, it's just not a fairy tale without a happy ending. And now to cap it all off, he's transforming into CinderElli again, and I'm gonna sing. Hello, I'm a musical idol princess. I'm the unrivaled Elizabeth Cinderella, and I come from a world of fairy tales. I slash my enemies' ribbons with my glass slippers and crush them beneath my pumpkin carriage. Thank you for your support. Glad to have you, CinderElli. Now then, without further ado, it's time for the traditional new Elizabeth Bathory version debut concert. First I'll gather all the others, and then I'm gonna sing my heart out. CinderElli. The legend begins. This is the origin of Elizabeth Castor. Celebrate, smile. Come on, master. Take my hand. You want to know how long I'm going to keep this up? Isn't it obvious? Eternally. Hey, don't leave me. I still have more to say. Oh, Ellie. Ellie. Well, yeah, we now officially have CinderElli as part of our Chaldea. And, yep, updated profile, but that's nothing new. Okay, that's new. Foreboding. That's Mollet. Hello, Jacques de Mollet here. So while this latest Halloween incident has been wrapped up all nice and neat, there was one more thing I thought I should say before I go back to the throne. You know, since even if I'm summoned again, I won't remember anything that happened here. So I figured I should pass this on before I lose the memories for good. So I'm gonna bury a message for you right in the back of your brain. Oh, I guess I should probably hurry up. I think I'll be consumed by black flames if I waste too much time. Hey, Dantes. And I definitely don't want that. Okay, here's my message. You know how I put this fairy tale singularity together to summon my god? Well, the truth is, I was involved with the singularity's design, but I had nothing to do with its emergence. No, really, it wasn't me. See, it happened because the stars aligned weirdly. I think another dimension was involved too, or maybe another universe, and you know, that kind of thing. So when it happened, some kind of wave was squeezed out, and that's what laid the groundwork for the singularity's emergence. Things like separating Elizabeth Bathory's soul and mind from her body. You know, I wonder what that was exactly. I don't think it was the same kind of being as us. Oops, looks like I'm out of time. Goodbye. There was a very brief symbol there. It was like a blink and you miss it symbol that was there. I'm gonna have to look back on that, like, frame by frame. See if I can't pick that out. Well, we got our Grail. So, we have the challenge quest down there, which is called the Warrior Queen's Challenge, so that's probably Zenobia. We have Casa Jizo and the Emperor's New Clothes. And Red Riding Hood. I think we will start at the top here. We're going to do all these story quests, and then we're going to do the challenge quest, or at least give it a good shot, and then we will probably call the stream. So, story quest, Red Riding Hood. What is the enemies? Nothing really easy. It's a wide variety of them, too. Castoria. CinderElli needs to be a starting member. Okay. That's not good because CinderElli doesn't have a lot going on with her right away. We'll swap around for this. I would love to go with Lambda, but I don't think it would be enough. Because Lambda would not be good against a Saber. Muramasa would not be good against the Archer. Gil? Gil. We'll give Gil a shot here. And I kind of need to swap around to the combat uniform. Because otherwise, sorry Ellie, but you're not going to be able to do much just yet. Ooh, good thumb pops. But yeah, with an archer, at the very least, we have 2 hits. Arash, my hunter, my wolf, my grandmother. I knew I had to be the lead. Okay, and they all have stuff. My wolf, increase allies' attack while you're on the field, decrease buff success rate for all female enemies and allies when my grandmother is on the field. Apply sure hit to allies when you're on the field when HP reaches 0. Recover and survive when the wolf is on the field. Increase all enemies' attacks when you are on the field. Ignore sure hit and reduce damage taken to 0 when my hunter is on the field. Okay. So I think we need to kill the wolf first? She's invincible while the hunter's on the field. The hunter has guts while the wolf is on the field. And the wolf just decreases buff success rate for all females and enemies and allies. So I think we just take the wolf out first. We do have an attack down. So, ooh, that's a pretty severe attack down. Now there is a chance that give him 2 arts buffs, because why the heck not? One of these might be a threat to humanity. I don't know. Anyways, as I was saying there, there's a chance Arash might just eliminate himself with an NP. Not that I really have the means to deal with Arash just yet. Well, now I could just straight up murk him, but that's beside the point. In fact, we have another NP here now. Would it be worth using? Not necessarily. Give it general attack buff here. And then doot. Doot doot. Mainly because I don't want to burn a NP when it would only hit one enemy. Well done, Gil. And now we take her down. We do still have an attack down, so that is something. Yeah, that attack down is really hard. It's like nerf damage badly. But we should be fine at this point. In fact, do this first. And just for insurance sake, stun her. Best crit chances. Gil wasn't even needed for the last attack there. There we go. Good job, Gil. In Castorius. Alright. That wasn't that bad. 2 rainbow threads, 3 arrows, and 2 bones. Not bad. Not bad at all. And we get a lore from that. Okay, the next is the Emperor's New Clothes. This will give us the 5-star thing. Thing being command code. And it is an archer class enemy, so I think I will go ahead with Lambda. Because, well, Emperor's New Clothes. New clothes, it could be... I actually don't think I'm going to go with Lambda. I have a feeling I know who this will be, and I think thematically choosing a certain servant would be better. From a purely thematic standpoint. Where are ya? I feel like choosing Enkidu is the right move here. Just have that feeling, you know? Yeah, this will be fine. We can go back to Anniversary Blonde. I feel like Enkidu is the right choice. Because Emperor's New Clothes, an Emperor, so it's either Enkidu or Napoleon. It's one of those two, at least. I mean, Gil or Napoleon. Bleh. Gil or Napoleon. Bleh. And it was Gil. I chose correct. Can you see this masterpiece, mongrel? I can indeed, Gil. I can indeed. Let's decrease defense. Miss. Sure. Everything else is not really useful, and doot. We should get a stun off here, too. Because Gil does have Divinity, but he has a debuff resistance, it looks like, so... We could get the stun off anyways. Awesome. Well done, Enkidu. Well done indeed. And we get a BAQ for another Enkidu. Okay. So that's break. It could result in our instant demise, though. You are the masterpiece. A special resist up, charge every turn. What are we looking at here? Full charge. 3 resistance to all attacks. That could be annoying. Gil's about to pop off. We need to protect our resources here. By protect our resources, I mean do a little bit of this, a little bit of this. Yeah, do a little bit of that, and throw that on Castoria. Pretty much saying goodbye to Scotty here. But then 3 left, so it doesn't matter who we choose to use. We're just gonna go as much critical, as many stars as possible. Oh yeah, it's a pretty hefty resistance, but we got through. And now we're about to be Enema Unleashed. This will KO Scotty. Significant damage to Castoria, aka knowing her. But she has a single guts. And it keeps her alive. Alright. And we got another Castoria as the backline, just in case. Okay. Do this. And then do this. And then do that. A little bit of extra protection. Lines up everything nicely, I think. Lots of buffs here on Enkidu. No, not using Koyan because she's not leveled up yet, Chaotic. I level up my servants based on what people put channel points into, because that's one of my things for channel points, is dictating how I level up my servants, and you can also take points away. Koyan had a rough start, and she's currently sitting at -3 points. She's like near the bottom of the list because somebody didn't like her. But I'm a man of word, so until somebody else puts points into her, I cannot level up Koyan as much as I would love to. But I cannot make exceptions to the rules, because that would not be fair. But that was an easy challenge quest, and we get the... it's not even a challenge quest. That was an easy story quest, and we get the Priestess of the Silver Key, featuring Abby. 3 stars when attacking with the engraved card, and remove 1 attack up buff on a single enemy. Good day, Master. There's so much I still don't understand, but I think it must be God's will that brought us together. So, since you're kind enough to always hold my hand and put your trust in me, I'm going to do my very best I can to help you. Aw, Abby. Abby's a good kid. Alright, so just one more fairy tale story quest before we get to the challenge quest here. And that is Casa Jizo. Never heard of it, this fairy tale, to be honest. But I think this time around, well, it is caster. I'm going to go Lambda because I have double Castoria, and that should be good enough to get this job done. Should. Depending on the moon cancer. And if it's BB, then all the more reason to do it with Lambda because, you know, BB deserves some beatdowns from her daughters. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. It's not. Looks like it's gonna be, Jinako. So, sorry, Jinako. Also, these things have a defensive buff. Grateful Hat, so this could stall things out a bit. Could is the key word here. Yeah, it's gonna stall things out here a bit. That's very unfortunate. Thank you for the stars. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's gonna throw off the momentum a very severe amount. Keeps giving me stars. I don't trust it. Alright, let's do a singular attack buff here. And then... Doot. Let's try a little bit of a different mix around of the order of operations here. So this should kill 1 and maybe 3. This will kill 3, but maybe 1 as well. And if it kills 1 as well, then the remnant damage we have with our other arts card... Oh, it was overkill. Okay, there we go. Single attack buff. That's what it does. Jizu, who wants to be grateful? I want one of those hats too. Okay, you just dropped my NP like a rock, but it doesn't matter because it's Lambda. Yeah. Let's get some stars. And then... a little bit of this. A little bit of that. And then... we'll do... Junako does an AoE NP, so we need to be very careful here with where a Castoria's NP charge ends up. It's too low of a charge means that when we Lambda drain this coming turn, we would be without protection. Luckily, we will not be without protection. Alright. And the drain. And then we do a little something like so. Just get 2 stacks of the buff. Because why not? I do need to think of how I'm going to handle CinderElli. Because I know that she is the... just based off the name of the challenge quest, I know she is going to be my foe. I mean, I guess I don't know what kind of buffs / challenge she will pose, so I can't really make plans. Just yet. Oh, excuse me. I forgot you got invincibility. Challenge quest isn't too bad. Well, that's good. And I am thinking, actually, of maybe running Melusine with it. Because I know she has the single target first ascension form. And if push comes to shove, I can just use the 3rd skill to go AoE. Can you stop giving yourself invincibility here, Junako? Finish it. But I think maybe Melusine, support Koyan, and Castoria might be my team. Because I know I can't do effective Melusine looping without double Koya and Oberon leveled. So, effective Melusine isn't necessarily going to happen, but budget Melusine could. Alright. Ooh, that's a lot of QP. Okay. And we get 5 Hearts of the Foreign God as well. Alrighty. Also, just quick check of the shop here. Where do I get the extra Elli-chans? Or did I already get the... No, I did get the stuff to increase her NP level already. I think I did at least. I'm actually gonna check that real quick. Do I have the means to push Elli up? And if so, how far? Only 1! It's the shop or the point ladder. How high up is it in the point ladder? Okay, so it's at 400,000 for each of them, I'm guessing, is going to be where the other 3 come from. Yep, okay. Well, I've got a goal I definitely need to make it to. Anyways, challenge quest time. The Warrior Queen's Challenge. So we want... yeah, that'll probably work. Strategy hint. The enemy switches between defense and offense when you break their HP gauge. Caution, the enemy special resist they receive on the second gauge can only be decreased during that gauge. Incapacitated enemies have evade activated. Oh yeah, I've seen that. I'm definitely going to try and get as many of them as possible. That is for sure. Alright, so... I need Melusine. 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 And we want her in first or second ascension here. I like her armored form, honestly. Probably between the first and the second, I prefer the armored form. And first ascension. Character skin. There we go. And then let's just stack our backline up with some more support in the form of Waver. Yeah. We'll give this a shot. We'll see what this is all about. More than just evade? Well, I'll find out what it is. Let's-a go. Come on. Pop elbow. Oh, that was a good elbow pop. Sometimes the elbows just don't want to pop. Okay, 3 bars. That's not too surprising. The Warrior Queen's Test of Strength. What are we dealing with here? Never captured again. Reduce attack damage taken to 0 when you are incapacitated, and increase charge by 1 each turn. So 1 charge every turn, and it cannot be stunned. Pre-attack damage bonus effect, remove defense buffs. Remove defense buffs from a single enemy before inflicting damage through normal attacks. Okay. Immune to sleep. Well, I don't have sleep strats. I'm guessing that's more for anti-Oberon strat, I guess. Just don't stop her. That's also very real statement. Okay, so Melusine is an Arts NP at this, so we will go ahead and throw Sacred Sword Creation on her. I think it would be a good idea to use Dragon Heart as well as Parry Dancer here on this first round. Okay. I think I use 1 and 2 for Melusine, 2 and 3 for Koyan here. And then we go a little something like so. I guess I've never seen her NP in this Ascension from my end. Okay. Very good damage there. And it already looped into another NP. Good. First bar down. Iron... okay, what was that? That was a lot of stuff that just popped up. Okay, so Queen's Lesson 101, defense something? Okay, so damage up for 4 turns. Resistance to all attacks. Is immune to poison, curse, and burn. Defensive opening NP attack removed during break. Decrease special resist effect up to 10 for yourself when sustaining NP attacks. And apply delayed effect strategy NP attack when decrease is successful. So if I hit with NP, I remove the special resistance and apply a delayed effect strategy NP attack. For crit, it's the same thing. As well as extra. So only one of each. So in other words, I need to hit her with all... yeah, I need to hit her with all of these in order to strip away at her things. As well as she is immune to all defensive debuffs. Well, you've already got a defensive debuff. Okay. So what I think I do here to start then is a BAQ with Tamamo here to start. Because this will hit all except for the NP one. She got charged, that's not... oh! Okay, Koyan just got punished. Defense 201 for an increase to crit and everything. Okay. Throw that on. So she still has a special resistance. And after 3 turns, apply defensive opening for various things after 3 turns. Okay. I don't know what kind of NP Zenobia has. Rather, I don't remember if she's single target or AoE. I could get Castoria up to an NP here. If push comes to shove. And it might not... she's AoE? Okay. It's probably not a bad idea to get Castoria up to NP for an invincibility. 2 invincibilities at that. Yeah. Do I have a charge on any of these? I don't think so. Okay. It hurts that Melusine will not be getting it, but that's fine. Go like this. I have command seals if I wipe. You know, my philosophy is, if you don't use them, you're using them. Really. What's the point of having command seals if you don't use them? In desperate times calling for desperate measures.
証明開始。戦場にたける女王を見た者、誰らの無双が我の枷を砕く。この幕からの解放をもって私を否定する。オーセンティックトライアンフ。使わない真なる凱旋の主を迎えよ。
True. I have to say, I like Zenobia's outfit when she uses her NP there. That was a very good looking outfit for Zenobia. Can I get away with a BAQ for a KO here? I don't think so. Unfortunately, Melusine's lost a lot of her buffs. A lot of the buffs Koyan gave is gone off of Melusine. I do think I have to NP into a NP Buster Arts. And even that wasn't enough. Okay. Just crit away most of Melusine's HP, why don't ya? Castoria, get some guts on ya. And then doot. This should finally be enough to wipe this bar. Unfortunately, now Melusine is not doing too good on the other end. Oh god. Really? 800,000? And you're just lowering my HP. Okay. So what are we dealing with here? She still has the special resistance buff. Single turn of attack, 1 guts, a permanent attack increase, triggers each turn, ballistic cover fire at all enemies at the end of each turn, 3 turns of NP damage up, 2 turns of ignore invincibility. Thankfully, the ignore invincibility will not matter too much. Get some more stars here. More stars. And then doot. Is it a bit preemptive using this? Yes. Yes, it is. There goes Castoria. I think I'm going to end up using a triple command seal revive at this point. Yeah, I mean, she does still have the ignore invincibility, so it's not like it's gonna do much. I just wanted as much DACA as possible. Yeah, that special resistance is a bitch. Oh, I guess she lost the ignore invincibility. Lucky. It might have been ignore defense, and I just wasn't paying attention. What are the odds? What are the odds that just happened? What are the odds that just happened, that all of those attacks just went on Melusine while she had the invincibility? Okay, we're very much approaching the end of what is possible here. I mean, I could theoretically use a command seal to fully heal Melusine here. She gets another guts! Why not? How many guts does the Warrior Queen need? Let's find out, shall we? It's her own guts baked into skill. Yeah, I know. I'm just being a little salty. Let's do Buster. Just being a little pinch of salty there. I am. Because, I mean, why would it say you can remove the special defense buffs up to 10 if they don't even give you 10 to do? Like, that just doesn't make sense. Why would it say up to 10 times this can be removed if you're given, what, 6? I think? That just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, I hit one of the guts. I didn't even realize. I guess, but it's weird in a way. It just doesn't make complete logical sense to me, I guess. To say, yeah, so you can remove this up to 10 times, but we're not going to give you the ability to do so. That's just kind of... I don't know. It's a bit off, in my opinion. But we did it. 12 turns. It did take a Command Seal Revival to do, but... I mean... True, we have. I imagine that this would have gone easier. I don't foresee a way this could be 3-turned. Now, I could very well be wrong on that, but, you know, 3-turning this would be difficult, I would say. I imagine, though, NP5 it's very viable to 3-turn it. Well, I might not have the resources to do so then, but I do think Melusine is probably the strongest single target Lancer for this battle. I think if I had double Koyan, perhaps, it could have made a difference for a 3-turn possibility, but I'm not sure. But that is the challenge quest done. Alright. happy about that. Was a little bit, it was challenging. It was not a little bit challenging. It was challenging. Again, a lot of these challenge quests are starting to make me use my command seals to do them, but, you know, I like that. I like that they throw actual challenging things in, and the fact that it is viable to 3-turn just sort of tells me that, you know, while I do have a lot, I'm not at the meta level that some people are with their servants and their catalogs. It did occur to me, by the way, that I don't think I pushed 1 point into CinderElli. I did not. So CinderElli's first skill goes up by 1. Push frontline and only no damage CE runs too. Black Grail would have also helped, actually. Yeah, if I had used Black Grail, that very well could have made a difference. Really quickly here, game. Let me find cat. Did those foes go into my inventory directly? No. Okay. I did? Those give damage buffs? Those give damage buffs? Hang on, I need to move stuff out of the way. Ow. Just banged my forehead on my table there a little bit because I did not realize those CEs had damage buffs. Oh, that definitely would have made things easier. Oh, that would have made things so much easier. I believe you, but I want to see it now, just because I feel stupid. $200% damage boost. They all do that. I thought that they just increased. I thought they just I didn't read it all the way. I only read that they increased enemy spawn rates. I used a K-scope. I could have probably done that so much quicker with that Habitrot CE. I don't... Okay, so honestly, the farming is simple just because I have a NP5 level 100 maxed out Lambda with double Castoria strats kind of, you know, makes most of the farming nodes trivial as well. Like, and Muramasa for the Lancer node that is the 5-star currency, like, they refund their NPs super easy, and with triple arts buffs in the case of Lambda and double in the case of Muramasa, it's kind of like, you know, not really needed to use much brain power. I had no idea. I feel so dumb. I feel so dumb. I can totally see now how a 3-turn of that is possible. I missed out on quadruple damage. I probably could have gotten that done without seal revivals. I definitely could have done that without any command seal revivals. Okay, I need to maybe just inscribe it into, like, in front of my face that you know, maybe sort of just, I don't know, why am I not that? There we go. I need to just inscribe it Yes, FGO rewards reading. That, and I mean, I do read. I read so much. I read all of the events in their entirety. I just didn't read the CE in its entirety. I thought it was just the stereotypical, oh yeah, this CE will increase the spawn rewards for this event. No, it's more than that. It's more than that. Why did you default to that? Now, there we go. Yeah, you know, I'm gonna get ahead of the game here. I know the Christmas event is a lotto. I know for a fact that the upcoming Christmas event that will probably be in like a month because of how packed the end of this year is a lotto event. I'm going to make 1000% sure that there is a CE that increases damage in that event. And I will make a note to myself. So it would be 2021, I think, yes. Christmas 2021 in JP with Santa Martha. And then, not the event mechanics. Why is Emia's Spiriton outfit for summer becoming unlocked during that? That is just weird. Event shop. Is it a shop CE? No. Is there more than one shop CE? No, there's not more than one shop CE. It's okay, it's currently looking like... Wait, the lottery. Is there a lottery CE? There is not a lottery CE. Okay, so it's looking like there might not be a CE that gives increased damage during the lotto event. Good to know! Very good to know. There's not. Okay, I don't need to give myself a concussion by not knowing that. Like, I kind of, you know, just banged my head. Which probably wasn't the best idea, considering my arm is throbbing since I got a flu shot today. Though I guess, you know, pain in the head might mean less pain on the arm. Time for food or something fancier. What is fancier than food, Tamamo Cat? Answer me. I would love to know what is fancier to eat than food. Yeah, I'd laugh it up. I mean, you know, it's not the first time I've made mistakes. Like, I think it was for a year and a half, maybe 2 years, that I didn't realize auto-select would automatically select embers for burning. I kind of never acknowledged that button there. And I manually selected all my embers. I was feeling ready for a walk. So, yeah. It's not the first time I've had massive brain farts. And it certainly won't be the last either. I can guarantee that. I can guarantee that. Okay, I do think I will have enough embers to get Cat and potentially CinderElli all leveled up here. Would love to get RPG Deli as well, but I don't think I'm going to have enough to pull that off. You think, Cat? You think you're giving out too much fan service? If you think you are, then you probably are. Just saying. Though I gotta admit, Tomo Cat's probably my least favorite of all the Tomomos. I know that's a very controversial opinion, and Cat has a lot of fans, but I just don't really get the appeal of Tomomo Cat as a servant. Just really don't get Tomomo Cat's servant appeal, to be honest. I mean, you know, to each their own, you can like whatever servants you like, but I'll just say Tomomo Cat probably isn't the one for me. She's just too much of a gag character, it feels like at times. But we'll get the final ascension here and see what it's all about. My ruffling fur and boiling intensity, I follow you to the end, Master. Woof. And we get the rank up quest. I believe that is for her NP, so that she does not auto-stun after NP usage, because her NP... So, I guess it's another reason why I don't really care for Cat, because very, very early on into my FGO career, before I started to pay money into the game, it was actually during the first summer event that I was using support Tamamo Cat for some of those nodes, and just the fact that she kept getting stunned at the end of every single NP just annoyed me to such a degree. It was like there was nobody better than her to use, but she just kept stunning herself, and it was so annoying. So I think that might be part of the reason why Cat is not very high up on my list. But we're going to treat her just the same as all the others on the level up order, so she will be getting to a 666 array. And then she'll be removed from the level up order list. I mean, at the very least, she being up here will allow me to do more rank up quests, and eventually as well, when the next tower event comes along, I will have another strong berserker that can, you know, probably solo a single floor if I give them a K-scope. Okay, and now more. So she has at least 3 rank ups, it looks like. Curse, Morph, and her NP all get some form of boosts. No idea the order of which those rank ups come, and I have no idea when I will be doing another rank up quest. Possibly very soon, actually, because I don't think we have confirmed as to what the next thing is going to be after the Halloween event. It's very I don't think they'll do a rerun of the last Christmas event, but it is possible, theoretically, I guess. Anyways, I do think I have enough left over, so I will be boosting CinderElli, because she is the next one on the level up order docket. So yeah, we'll level up CinderElli here, and then I think we will probably end up calling the stream after her. Right, I filtered out the foes. Yeah, mainly because she also has double experience right now, so it'd be kind of silly not to level up CinderElli here. I will obviously, though, have to tap into my second archive reserves of 4-star embers, because I want to try and save the 5 stars for Melt to keep boosting her up. So, real quickly, what is in the shop? Oh, that's where the extra leyline stones came from, was the shop! I have no use for the leyline stones, because I'm not going to do another freaking challenge run when Lost Belt 7 comes out. I'm not going to be a masochist for Lost Belt 7 and restrict myself to only the servants obtained in Lost Belt 7. Or that are featured in Lost Belt 7. Or that I defeat and join my party in Lost Belt 7. I will not do that again. That was pain. So painful. I had so limited amount of servants to use for Lost Belt 6 that at the end of it, it was just a screw it, and I went all out. Actually, I feel like I might be able to get more than CinderElli here. I had more 4-star embers stocked up than I realized. Okay. Let's see how far we can take CinderElli here. And if we have enough left over, maybe RPG Elli will get leveled up, and that will be all the Ellies leveled. My Spiriton dress will never change. Well, actually, it's already changed, really. Red Hood Slicer. Buster card for 3 turns, special attack against wild beasts, and decrease defense for 3 turns for yourself. Yeah, I definitely think I might be able to get both Cinder and CinderElli all the way up. You do look good in the princess outfit, Ellie. Yeah, I do think Ellie... I don't remember right off the top of my head where I ranked her last year in the waifu rankings, but she might move up. I will leave it up to you as to whether you interpret eternity as forever or timeless. Eternity as forever or timeless. I would say eternity would probably be better described as timeless. I definitely think eternity would be better described as something that is timeless. Love that she just sings all of her stuff. That's great. So Ellie. That's so Ellie. We're so close. The form you've been waiting for, Master. Look forward to seeing me in all my glory. It's coming up next. And Glass CinderElli EX for stars, NP gauge, and skills heal. Yeah, I will do a quick check as to how many embers I have left after leveling up CinderElli here. I do think I will have enough to go at that. Just counting on you cheering me on next time too. Yeah, I do feel like I will have enough to do Brave Liz, but we'll find out for certain here shortly. But final ascension. What does Ellie's final ascension look like? Oh, that's a very nice. What do you think, Master? See that I'm so beautiful and cute, it left you speechless. She's extending her hand for us. I do like this final ascension. It is very much on theme with the whole CinderElli thing. Very much so. Alright, but we are about to see the full level up of CinderElli here. Then we'll do a quick account of our embers. As long as we have... We didn't even get any super great sucks there, so as long as we are at least 110-ish? Yeah, we can totally level up Brave Liz as well. Yeah, Brave Liz can be fully leveled up here. We will quickly boost CinderElli to 666. Then we'll do Brave Liz, and then I will call the stream. Hopefully I just have all the materials here to level up CinderElli all the way. So far it's looking fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. CinderElli to 666 is no dish. No dish? I don't know what I was trying to say there. No ish. Yeah. Tongue got tangled, I guess. Yeah. I very much enjoyed this Halloween event. It was a little bit more serious than the others towards the end there, admittedly, but you know, it was still a very enjoyable ride, I would have to say. And I do hope that we continue to get some Halloween fun times from Liz. Because Halloween is kind of her event, and the couple years we went without Halloween just didn't feel right, you know? I do like that they summarized it all in the Halloween extravaganza event as well, but, you know, it's just not the same as a year without Liz. I don't think JP is getting a new Liz this year, though, sadly. So I guess that 2 years from now will be a year without Liz. So sad. I need to grab foes. before I pump. You believe that JP is? Oh. Not in the immediate vicinity, though. It'd be kind of a late Halloween then, wouldn't it? It's gonna be a bit late for a Halloween, Liz. True, I mean, I'm more talking like... Why did I do cancel all? Boop, beep, bop. And then I want to clear all of these, because I need to do the foes first. Or you are already max foed. I'm just blind, I guess. Yeah, I do know that the Pretender Ellie is coming out eventually, but JP didn't get a new Ellie this year, is the sad thing. It's sad that there's no new Ellie for this year in JP land. You know? So sad. I mean, maybe CinderElli? Maybe sort of do a Nightmare Before Christmas thing with Halloween overtaking Christmas. I could see that. A little bit there, Ellie. A little bit. Cursed to always go back to level 1 whenever there's a sequel. I mean, I could actually see a Nightmare Before Halloween or a Nightmare Before Christmas sort of situation to get a Santa Halloween Liz. Like, just the more I talk about it, the more that would actually make sense. I mean, I guess it kind of depends on how popular that is over in Japan. Yeah, I don't know how popular Nightmare Before Christmas is over in Japan, but if it is popular, it could very well happen. Which would be very interesting. Like, trying to make a spoopy Christmas event, something about Liz deciding to take over Christmas for some reason, or this fact that, or maybe just the power of Santa bestows itself upon Liz, which is what happens in Chaldea, because why not? The power of Santa is a legacy torch, and Liz gets it, and... What's up with this refined armor? Wasn't reading her previous essential lines, it's my bad. This bold yet simple get up, it's almost like I've gone back to the 80s. I am feeling a draft, though. And we get the Legend of the Crimson Hero EX skill. Awesome. But yeah, I mean, it could even be a plot point to lead into 2 Christmases. Like, the next Christmas, like this Christmas in JP is a Nightmare Before Christmas scenario with Liz being gifted the powers of Santa and her trying to bring Halloween to Christmas. And then the next Christmas event could be have Santa Liz as the villain because she doesn't want to give up her role as Santa Claus or something like that. I could see that being a possibility. Maybe. Do I have a very wild imagination? Yes. Yes, I do. I mean, people think I'm crazy for saying that Romani that has been revived is the Romani we know, but as an angel fully under God's control. You know, people say I'm crazy for thinking that as a possibility. Rank up quest unlocked. There's imagination and then there's lasagna. True. I do like here, I will comment that Brave Liz's final ascension is a callback to a degree to the Moon Cell, where she calls the Hakunos squirrels. I like that I do like that little callback. That is a very nice callback there. Well done. Well done. But with that, Liz is fully leveled up here. So, we fully skill her to 666, and then I do believe I will call tonight's stream of FGO here. We got a lot done, and there is still a lot for me to do, as I need to get 600,000 points across the point ladder. Thankfully, that doesn't seem like it's going to be too hard. I've got all of the CE's max limit broken, so I should be able to farm with the extra enemy drops, which is just an all-around increase. So I do think with these level ups here, I will start calling the stream here. So I have been Solar Dragon. I hope you've all enjoyed this stream. If you have, be sure to leave me some feedback in whichever way you so see fit. If you want to check out more by me, be sure to check out my channel here on Twitch or on YouTube. Same name, same game. There is, whoa, there is a crash. Oh, no, no crash. There's plenty of content for you all to enjoy. Been a little bit lax in my uploading of things here as of the time of this stream. I'm starting to catch back up. It's just been, between going to clinicals now, it's a lot harder to find the free time to do a lot of that stuff, so just trying to make the time where I can. But once again, thank you all so much for coming out. I hope you enjoyed. I'll leave you on the image of CinderElli here, as I say a good night to you, everybody.